Hi everybody, I have missed you all so much. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Michelle. I haven't been here for a while. I had some surgery. I spent a little time with my son before I went back to college, and I have been acquiring quite a lot while I was gone. I have a lot of videos planned for you. Today, I wanted to start with a bang. My bang has been this Tom Ford palette that I literally have not touched yet, and I'm kind of dying. I was laid up for a while. I have watched quite a few videos. I've kind of gotten caught up. I've also done a lot of research on trends for fall, trends for holiday, and I am going to do a video showing you how I switch my makeup over, which I have not done yet. I kind of feel like I have this week of, you know, the Labor Day and all of that stuff. It's kind of like our last hurrah, but I want to get you in the mood to starting to look at fall. So today I wanted to go over a couple of those things in case you guys want to follow along of what I'll be putting away and what I will be taking out. So in my putting away category, I have all of my bright coral colors. It's such a summer color and it's beautiful, but we are transitioning. Anything soft, peachy, anything bubblegum pink, you know, all those colors, light apricot, pale pink, anything neon, anything like super bright like a fuchsia. There are going to be some lavenders, so don't put those away. And that's pretty much where I'm going to be going with that. I want you to think about taking out, if this is you, anything terracotta or like a bricky color, anything that's a deep rose, kind of those mauve-y tones. Burnt orange is going to be a huge color, and of course plum and berry. Can't go through a fall without that. There are going to be a lot of muted reds this season, and rusts and cinnamons. So when you're looking through, try to start taking those out. Also, for eyeshadows, we had some yellows. Those are going to be put away. Anything aqua blue or anything that's like a mint green, a coral, a hot pink. You get the idea. It's these same colors. Bright neons. Bright teal is another one that we could put away. Icy blue, I'm going to say put a hold on. Anything shimmery pastel, I think needs to go. What you should be looking for, anything deep and bronzy, you are going to see a ton of bronzy looks. There are going to be a lot of rich plums. There are going to be burnt oranges, emerald green, chocolate brown, copper, burgundy, olive green, warm taupe, I'm going cool taupe, golds, all of those kind of colors. You know, those like warm autumn tones. Get ready to take those out. Think deep berry, think rich plum, think matte burgundy, brick, browns, definitely some warm browns. I'm also going to be doing some cool browns. Muted mauves, rich chocolates, and matte nudes are all going to be part of what I will be looking for to take out. See what I have before I start buying like a crazy person, even though I have already started. Yes. Because I wanted to get ready for you guys. I've been sitting around for a long time. And looking at all this stuff is so hard. I'm also going to be starting to show you guys some fashion. I am going to kind of incorporate not necessarily brands and things unless they approach me, but vibes. What kind of colors, what kind of looks, what kind of pieces you should be looking for. I think that those are at all price ranges, and you have to have the ability to be able to go and look at your collections and see what it is that you have. You know what you love. You know what looks yucky. Any of your sweaters that have little balls on them, try one of those shavers to see if you can save it. If not, put it in Goodwill and let's start fresh. So today we're starting fresh. I started my skin prep with the Merit Great Skin. This is a bi-phase. And it's just like an instant glow serum with a ton of hydration that it gives me. And this is a new item. This is their Great Skin Priming Moisturizer. And I gotta tell you, I'm already a fan. I put this on a while after I did my skincare, and it really rehydrated and smoothed my skin, and it was so ready to take foundation. Today I went with the Sweed. I have ordered some Sweed, and I am in the process of talking to them about possibly sending me some stuff, because it's been difficult to get companies to think about sending me some PR. So we'll see what happens with that. I prepped my eyes with the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. So all of those things are done. I did put on a little bit of bronzer just so I wouldn't look dead. Of course, it's my favorite Giorgio Armani 120. This doesn't need to go anywhere. I did buy myself a fresh 0.5 and I'm excited about it. These are on sale at a lot of places right now. You can get 15% off and it's a great thing. Let me take these little guys out. So the Tom Ford website initially had The Tom Ford website initially had this palette, and it also had the Rose Veil. Now, on the website, initially, the pictures were swapped. So there was the picture of this that said Rose Veil, and then there was the picture of the Rose Veil that had this. So I ordered both, and of course they figured out what was wrong in between, and they sent me 2 of these. And now I'm waiting on finding Rose Veil. I'm going to swatch these colors for you, and I'm going to talk a little bit about why I'm pulling out a second palette to use with this. Now, you do not need to do that. You can use a really great glitter glue or any kind of creamy eyeshadow that you would like. I am going to show you one that I am going to use with it because I've been kind of excited. So here are the colors. We have one matte up here and one here, and then we have 2 shimmer shades. And more than shimmer, these are kind of glittery, and there really isn't a whole lot of pigment behind them, which is why I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to make it really wearable. So I'm going to start by swatching these. I have been so excited to stick my fingers in here. I've seen so many people put it on, and I'm like, I want that on me. Here are the colors of the palette. So we've got this kind of beigey mauve. We've got a very sparkly, kind of champagne, kind of opal, but not color changing. We've got this beautiful kind of amethyst color, and then we've got this winey plum. Let's see what these swatches look like, and you will see why I have taken out a second palette to make this even better. These swatch really beautifully. Of course, I just put some lotion on this hand from the Great Skin. Sorry about that. I'm waiting for my son because it's his first day of school. So this one is really a topper, and it really doesn't have to be, and I'm going to show you why. This purpley color is showing up now, but I have seen that it has a lot of fallout. So we're going to put something behind it to grab onto it. I'm really not a glitter glue person. These mattes obviously are gorgeous. This is a new formula for Tom Ford, so we're going to experience it together. These are expensive. I will put the prices down below. These are investments, and I don't buy everything, and I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about that today. I know that there are certain things that you guys are going to want me to review, and of course, those are things that I will pick up. However, I have been known to pick up every color. I am not going to do that anymore. It's just such a huge expense and waste of money, to be honest with you. You guys know that there are colors you enjoy wearing. There are colors I enjoy wearing. So if they put out 8 colors, I am going to pick up the ones that are a nice range, but that I will wear because I don't want to have a whole bunch of stuff laying around. I feel like there's been so much talk this summer about minimalism and waste and feeling guilty about making purchases and all of that stuff. I do not want anyone to feel guilty about anything it is that you are buying. When we go through my changeover and I show you the way that I store all of my makeup, we will talk more about what to do with the makeup that's just sitting there getting old as opposed to expired. So we'll get to that. But today we are going to concentrate on this palette. Now, a lot of people have thought, wow, seems a lot like Violet Satiné that we had last year or this year for the cream formula. And I want you to look at these together because this is the kind of thing where you need to decide, is this something different enough that I want? Do I have some glitters I could put on top of these? And I'm actually going to borrow a color from here to go behind. I'm going to take this color and I'm going to put a little bit of this behind it. Now you can use any pearly, creamy shadow that you have. This does not need to be Tom Ford. This one, I'm going to put a little bit of it behind this more amethyst color glitter because I wanted to hold on to something. I don't want to have a lot of fallout. I don't need to have a lot of fallout. There are no rules when it comes to makeup. You do what you would like to do with these shadows. So I'm going to grab some brushes here. I'm like kind of excited to put makeup on. It's been sort of a while. My husband and I had a date the other night and I'm like, oh, I get to get ready. This is so exciting. I really wanted to because it seemed really fun. I'm going to put this palette over here so you can see, but I'm going to take the lightest matte shade with my Angie Hot and Flashy A503. And I'm just going to kind of dip into this and tap it off. And I want to go kind of up here to give myself something in the crease. And because my crease is hidden, I'm going to have to go up a little bit. But I do want to kind of hit that brow bone and just get just a little bit of this shadow up here to start with. Nothing big, nothing fancy. So how have you guys been? It's been a really tough time coming back from this surgery. This is my third one that I've had on my feet, and this time it was both feet. It's been incredibly painful, and I don't enjoy taking pain medication, so I only took Tylenol because you can't take an anti-inflammatory when you have a surgery like this. So the pain has not been terrific. I'm supposed to get stitches out tomorrow. My feet are feeling okay right now, but it's going to be a little bit of a long rehab. I have a golden retriever that's here. Hi. Okay, little boo-boo. Let's see him. Hello. Hello. Yes, you're here to say hi. You open the door. You're sitting down. This is what he does. He opens our doors. Every time he goes outside, he has to come and tell me about it. And since today is the day of the dog, I am going to let him interrupt me for 1 second. So I put a little bit of this color. Hi, sweetie. This is Sunny, by the way. I did put a little bit of this into my crease. Now, because this color right here is a glitter, there is going to be fallout. But this color next to it, which is the Violet Satiné lightest color, will do a better job of holding on to that shadow. So any shadow that you have that's a creamy, kind of pinky, sort of nudie color, we are going to put that on the lid. This one has a lot of shine from Violet Satiné, but you'll see how much of this is going to be sparkly. It is a really beautiful color. And I decided, you know, real life is real life. When you have things that can make other things work, why wouldn't you do it? So you're going to see me doing that a lot. You're going to see me pulling out other palettes this year. You're going to see me sharing things from my collection that work. So now we have this very pretty, no fallout, kind of whitish, pinky, nudie color. It's not a white, it's like a cream. I'm going to show that to you one more time. So now that I've got that on, and I can kind of floof it a little bit, I've got a little bit of grip now, so that when I put the glitter on, hopefully I'm going to get a better adhesion than I would have otherwise. I'd really rather not put glitter glue on my eyes. I just feel like it's so hard to take off and it's not comfortable. It kind of grabs. It's just like not my thing. All right, we're going to go back into that crease and just freshen it up because we went and put that other color on. And just make sure that when your eyes open, that you can see that color. Kind of going up and out, but we have more colors, so I'm going to leave it at that for right now. Okay, I am going to take some of this glitter right now. Well, maybe I'll wait for that because it's kind of exciting. I think what we're going to work on this time is we are going to take this deeper matte and I am going to put it on the outside of my lid. This is the A505. And I literally just want to pull this out so that I have like a nice deep color that's going to go up and out on my eye. And we'll definitely work on it. But really, it's always really nice to have a darker color out here because number one, it just sort of like finishes your look, but also your mascara really looks more pretty, which I love. I really love when I have like a really lashy look. Again, we'll be coming back to both of these to finish off, but I just kind of like want to get like a shape right now. The stars of the show here are obviously these shimmers, but we want the shimmers to adhere. So this color right here, take a little bit extra and put it in the middle right here. And we're going to try the glitter. I am going to use a finger because I do feel like it is the best way to get a glitter to adhere. Well, that is pretty. That is a pretty color or a pretty shimmer glitter. I really wouldn't call these shimmers. I would really call them glitters. So I have those in the center only. And I'm looking right now and I don't think I got any fallout because I put that color behind it. So remember, any kind of very light pinky shadow that you have that's a creamy consistency can go behind a glitter shadow and really help it adhere without changing the color of it. And I almost think it enhances it, that instead of looking like it's clear behind it, you can actually see that kind of cream color. Okay, the next one is this amethyst color. And it just goes so well with the one from Violet Satiné. I am going to take an A501 and just take a little bit of this lighter purple color. And I kind of want to go like up here, not exactly where I was putting that darker color, but I want it to go up and out. So I'm going to do that on both sides. And I will go in and darken that burgundy color once I get my glitter on. I like this here. I think it's going to be a really nice way of making the eye open. Okay, we're going in for the glitter. Now this glitter does have a little bit more color. However, it still had fallout when I was watching these. So I'm pressing this glitter on top of that color. And it doesn't need to be Violet Satiné that you're using. It just needs to be some sort of cool toned, light amethyst, lavender, purpley color. So just to show you again, this is what the glitter one looked like from the new palette, and this is from Violet Satiné. And this is the lavender color that I used with the lavender glitter. Okay. I'm liking this. I am going to go back into this burgundy color, and I'm going to put a little bit of it right there at the edge with my finger. You guys know I love fingers. And I'm just going to make it a little bit more deep at the edge there. Now let me take the 8503 and just go back over a little bit of that crease just to blend these colors that we have up here. Just does a really nice job of kind of keeping everything in check. I mean, this is, to me, just a gorgeous eye. I couldn't think of anything that I would want to wear more. Why are you crying, sweet boy? So I'm just putting a little bit more of that glitter right there just to get that pop in the middle. We're going to do underneath, once I have some mascara on here, Surratt, a brand that I really enjoy using. I'm going to use their mascara today. It is a tubing mascara with fibers, so you're going to really get to see how much that gives you a lashy lash. I'm going to use one of my Stylo Ombre contours. This is Rouge Noir. It is the color that I love to use with all of my burgundy, purple, instead of black. So I'm going inside the waterline, and especially on this outer part to really build up that tight line. I really think it makes a huge difference in the way your mascara goes on, and also just the way it intensifies those colors that you're using in such a good way. Okay. So we're going to go into the Surratt. This is called Releve Mascara Noir. Start on this side so that hopefully you guys will be able to see. I like to start from the very, very bottom of the lashes and really massage my way up and kind of turn the applicator without going back in the first time. Going all the way out to the edge. And remember, any dinking that you do, which I do all the time, don't touch it until it's dry. And you're just going to wiggle your way up. We're going to go into the second eye here. Really wide. I'm going to massage at the bottom of my lashes and pull it up and keep turning the applicator without adding any more mascara. This has little fibers in it. So if you have, you know, you're growing out your lashes or you really like a lot of length, this is going to be a mascara that you are really going to love. Plus, it's a tubing mascara that's super easy to take off, but really stays on all day. And they do make this in brown. Now I'm going to go back in, dip back in, and I'm going to go back to the outside of the lashes and really give it that wiggle. I did curl my lashes with the Surratt curler. I should curl my lashes before I start my eyeshadow because I feel like it messes up my eyeshadow if I do it after. All right, so those are the top lashes. I'm going to go without dipping back in. I'm going to just wiggle enough to really see, especially the ones that go out this way. People make the funniest faces when they put on mascara, including me. Okay. The last thing that I do when it's pretty dry is I go right on the edges just to darken them. I'm barely touching. The nice thing about this mascara is you can add to it during the day. So if you want to go less dramatic during the day and you're going out that night, you can build on this mascara. Okay, so we've got that on. We're going to give it a second to dry. Let's talk about lips. So I want to talk first about one of the lips that I have been loving, like putting on just when I'm like laying in bed. These are the Kulfi. This color I think is called First Sorry. Yes. Now, this is a lip stain lip oil that is so hydrating. I actually have this one in 2 colors. I have one of these in my purse and one of these over here, if that tells you anything. This one's called Rose. I'm going to put both of these on my hands so you can see. I have never liked lip oil. I've really not been a stain person, and to put those two things together and like it is kind of strange for me. These are the 2 colors that I absolutely love. So we've got Rose, is that color that's lighter, and First Sorry. Now you can build these up quite a bit. But the crazy thing about these is that they give you shine, but they also give you hydration. It's kind of nuts. And they stain. Which is really nice because I'm somebody who eats my lipstick off. I am going to take my favorite plum lip liner from MAC. Now, let me just get on a soapbox for 1 second here. I'm done overlining. I may do some ombre looks. I may go a teeny bit over on the top, but I am done with that like dark, silly looking on me contoured lip. I'm sort of tired of the contouring, period. I mean, of course I want cheekbones and some shape under here, but like we've got to move on. So I'm going to go, not ignore the fact that my lips go in the middle. It is my lips. And I'm just going to start with this top part and smudge it. So I've got a line, but it's a little smudgy. Now with this side, to get some fullness, I kind of pull in a little. So it's not quite all the way to the edge. With the bottom, I want to follow exactly. Take your time. This is something that I think makes a huge difference. I put a little extra here and here, and remember to go just so you don't have resting bitch face. See how it just, it's not like the Joker or anything, it's just very light. Okay, we're gonna go in with the deeper Kulfi today, called First Sorry. I'm into this brand right now. Now I want you to notice the kind of shine that I'm getting with this. Now, if you have any that kind of goes over, you will want to take it off so it doesn't stain. I'm going to go along the edges here, over that liner. A statement lip is a huge thing for fall. Now, I would say this is a statement eye as well. You're really supposed to pick one thing. However, I'm an eye girl, and most of my lipsticks are nude. And I could have gone with a nude that had a little bit more pink to it with a little bit of glitter, and that would have looked beautiful. But we're trying to make that fall transition. Now look at how juicy, hydrated, they feel hydrated. They don't just look shiny. I actually feel hydrated. For something to be a stain that also hydrates is really not something that we see all the time. It's very unusual. Now, if you're doing more of a daytime look, you didn't go crazy with the glitter. I'm obsessed with these Edams, and my favorite color is called Bessop Glaze color. First of all, this applicator, stop it. It's so cooling and nice. But this color, this is Bessop Glaze, and it just gives you that like touch of like that beautiful plummy color that I just, I love it. This one I would say is more of like your nighttime look. And I picked out the limited edition in case you guys still haven't picked this up. There is 20 off at Westman Atelier right now. This is called Garçon. Now this is like a more muted kind of color than the rest of the makeup that I have on. I'm going to use my finger to dot a little bit of it. just in the cheek area, and I am still going up. I do want that lift. And of course, I love fingers. They're free. Now you could leave it just like this, and it's perfectly fine. We haven't done the bottom lashes yet. I'm talking about just the blush, but we have other blushes. So I'm going to show you. I'm still loving the Rhode, and I have to say, I'm eating my words. These do melt with your finger, and what melts is what you need. I like to put this up by my eye. These last all day. They are so easy to put on. The colors are amazing. I absolutely hate the packaging, but they're really good. All right, let's do the bottom lash line. I am going to take one of my little fan brushes, go into the lighter matte first, and just go underneath those lashes like so. Then on the outer part of my lash, I'm going to take a little bit of this color that's deeper. Here comes the exciting part. We're going to do a little cleanup. First, we're going to add a little bit more of that deep color to come out here. Going to take one of my angled brushes, and I'm going to put a little bit of my cellar water on this. And I'm going to take it and pull it on the outside of my eye. Now we will fill in that little gap. I'm not making any faces because I want that line to be straight so that I get kind of pulled out effect that looks like a wing. And all I have to do is just fill in that teeny tiny bit right here that got taken off. And that's my bottom lash line. But I gave myself that eye lift. And then if you want to, you can just make sure that you don't have a line there by bringing your blush up. But you can see that my eyes got that lift, and I love that. This is the finished look. I cannot even talk about how fantastic these are. Love, love, love. I'm also in love with Metallic Mauve. I think this is a gorgeous palette. I also think that Violet Satiné, it's a favorite. And the way that I literally have no fallout under my eyes right now is because I used a cream shadow underneath the two glitters. And that was the biggest complaint that I saw people saying, was that they were getting fallout all over. And I don't want to have fallout all over. The last little finishing touch that I'm going to do, since this is kind of a purpley color, you can use anything that you would like. I'm going to take the most minuscule amount of highlighter. This is a little bit of a lavender color. And just put that up here. I am not into, you guys know, I how I feel about highlighter. I think it should just look like pretty skin. And of course, we have our Hourglass Veil Setting Spray. It says hasn't been sprayed in a while. Okay. You're definitely going to want a setting spray when you're using a glitter eyeshadow. That is our finished look. So I think this turned out really pretty. I really love the lift. I love what we put behind the glitters to really make them stay. I love that we didn't go crazy on the cheek, but we gave ourselves some color. And if you're going out to dinner and you use one of these and you eat, I'll show you. My lips are stained this color. Now, I love having the hydration. But you're not going to look like you ate your lipstick off, and that's new for me. Because I'm the kind of person who grew up putting on a lipstick, and after you ate, you put it back on. This is going to stay with you, and this rose color is so perfect for every day. And then if you do talk and eat and have coffee and you're in the middle of conversation with somebody, you still have some of this on, so you still have a little bit of that color. It comes in 5 shades. I'll put them up here. They're really all beautiful. I'm not a lip oil person and I'm not a lip stain person, but Kulfi has my heart. I still love my Balm Essentials. I don't care what color you use. I think this brings life back to the skin. It brings hydration. It's just one of those things that's so easy to do, easy to put on. And there are colors that are not even colors. I mean, they even have this one without any shimmer at all. So if you just like want to put some hydration on, you can. This one has absolutely 0 colors. So if I want to add some shine and some hydration, all I have to do is add this one. And this eye is not particularly unique, other than having these colors together with these gorgeous glitters. I mean, to me, this screams holiday. I'm going to be putting this away for parties. I'm going to be using this to go out. This is my jam. I love it. And I'm very excited to own it. And I'm excited to get the rose veil. I'm really excited to get more Sweed. You guys, I am into this. And they make a mascara. I ordered it in black and brown. They actually have 2 different ones. I did get the lengthening versus the volumizing. We just have so much coming. So I'm really excited, and I'm happy to be back, and I'm happy to see all of you, and I hope that you are excited to move into fall. It is so sad to say goodbye to summer. I get it. But the changing of the leaves and just the sweaters and just the coziness. It is like 97 degrees outside today. It's a heat emergency in Chicago, and we have not had very many days like that this summer. So, of course, it's the day that, you know, I went back into showing you guys fall. So I'm in a nice light sweater today that I will change into a t-shirt when I am finished to edit this and get to you. But thank you so much for being here. It really helps me if you give me a thumbs up. It really helps our channel if you use the links below to make your purchases. Getting enough purchases will start to open things up and get some PR in here so that we get more to look at earlier with some good discounts for you. So thank you for using them if you do. I'm just happy that you're here. If you liked this video, share it with somebody else. And if you have not subscribed yet, please do, and ring that bell so you know when I upload. I will be uploading a ton from here on in. I am excited that you're here and that I'm back, and I love you all so much. I have missed you. Thank you again for all of the encouraging messages and just texts and whatnot. The other thing I wanted to say is I post a ton on my Instagram. I post stories all day long, and there are many. There are sales, there are funny things, new products. This is how you can see what's going on a day-to-day basis without having to wait for me to show it to you in a video. Please follow me on Instagram at michelle.bernstein.beauty. I will see you all again very soon. Thank you so much for being here today. Take care. Mwah. Bye.